into the tunnels and far forward. He's going to get a lot of information. No guarantee he'll get much from it, though, because Next is certainly aware, and taking him down will awake the crowd to the first delight, because it's the first kill of the game going in favor of Big, and it opens back up the B side as well, which forces the defense to reconsider and reposition.
There we go, nice opening pick for the Glock there, but Next takes a lot of damage as he gets dinked in response. He'll be holding towards the lower B area now. I assume it was Rain that inflicted that damage. As they head up towards short, they still have a smoke and a flashbang here, but Nico looking to get information, and he gets a bit more than he bargained for. Takes down God B in the process, brings things back to a 4-4. Carrigan's got a fantastic position to shut this one down.
Yeah, this new car, I actually think it's an upgrade. At first, when they removed the flame, that reticle that used to be a problem, I thought not, but oh my goodness, Nico shut down Tabson as soon as they crossed out. It was only a 1-for-1 from Carrigan. He can control his peak, but Nico and Rain will do the better work. It was actually build back up his own bank. That's the plan. If Nico thinks he's sufficient enough on it, Tizian, meanwhile, is going to go back out already through the long doors. Flashes, smokes down on the corner. He's close up. They've also got Next out toward the dumpster, so big problems for Carrigan. Support, the same problems. He manages to find one. The support not good enough. They know there's two. Smooya hits it with the AWP as soon as he arrives on the scene. Now Nico's AWP becomes the linchpin. They are pushing back up into B. Get back the information on the other side. That's a direct response to the fact that they've lost the battle on A, but they've also spotted so many players. So it does fortify in somewhat that they pincer them off to that side of the map. Nico still has pressure on them. He has to hit AWP shots should they even go that direction. Meanwhile, if they go back, which they look to do, Guardian wants to flank. He only has an MP9 to do so, which is a lot of ground to cover. Going through Suicide's a bit smarter. He might actually get close enough that he can catch them off, and they won't be quite so ready for it. It's all timing at this point. He'll see the utility. He knows they're in mid. Plays the box so as not to get caught off by anyone going back through their own spawn. And he's just hoping that a little bit of luck will play into his hands. It has, but only for one. The MP9 only so good from that range.
Well, it's going to leave Nico with a lot on his plates here, and he'll fall at the first hurdle. This should be a round for Big now. They're heading up towards short. Utility deployed. It's their calling card, and it'll be the end of Croman. First round
is from FaZe. Similar to what we saw in the first gun round, they take long and they immediately fall back to middle, but Guardian is ready this time, not in Suicide, but in their face with an M4. Miss shot, Tabson's a huge problem. That M4 is now pulling things off as he gets 2 kills. Bomb goes down. 46 seconds to recover, but Nico got the gun. Exactly why he was playing behind Guardian and carrying him with the pit, knowing he had a chance to get away, and isolates the one-on-one, and then he stays alive. For a moment, Nico's going to take down Gompy. That's going to force the committal at this point to the corner. Every time, we just mentioned it, that they get long, they fall back. It's starting to be red. This time without winning it. Carrigan knows he's going to have company, but he's not quite ready for the angle, and Next brings it 3-3. Same thing, though. As soon as they win or get even trades toward long, they slow things down. Tapson's already looking behind them, and Croman, once again, is going to push up B. If this starts to become too predictable, FaZe will start to hold off Catwalk a lot, because it'll shut down any play after they take long.
So Croman's making his way to T-spawn. He's basically locked him in towards a long area now. If they do want to fall back and head towards short, he's at least getting 1 kill. Either way, Tabson actually holding into the B area, so that means he can just patrol the tunnels, but watching T-spawn as well. They are walking up. Nico's ready for it.
It's the same thing, yeah. Nico's going to watch that, but Guardian is anticipating that they could have gone backwards. He can still turn, he can still have the AWP ready in that position. Nico's got the other one to cover off the cross, takes Tabson early on. And Guardian now knows, oh no, goodness me, to be ready toward the ramp, but he didn't anticipate that Next had gone so far. That's going to allow the bomb plant 2 versus 2. Still an AWP in it for Nico to work with, which gives them the chance to try and fire toward Pit, but that's going to be a bigger problem now that Smooya's got Croman. He knows he's out toward long somewhere, but he's still looking for Next. Smoke in the corner means that Elevator's not a threat. Shoulder bait. Next makes a perfect shot. 4-3.
Control comes in once again. It's pretty much a big up on every single round.
Play. Good flash. Carrigan got both. More than he's worth, absolutely. Bomb stays forward as well, which Nico doesn't quite see from his angle, but they have to commit beyond where he is possible of attaining. So he steps out and he's able to get the AWP in position. Tizian could have problems going for it. Look at Smooya. Creeping, not enough. It goes too quick when he's already posted. Smoke again, that actually gives Tizian a chance, but Rain's aware that he's likely going to go for it and almost baited them back into it. It was quite clever in that regard. Tabson left against 3. Elevator is in service, and Guardian shows us why as he gets the deagle on the wall.
Can't argue.
Often, over the course of the last 2 events, you and I have casted this map, but when it works out wonderfully. And look at Croman go in behind Smooya. Exactly that, he can. Smokes it off. He wants more, didn't need to. Could have easily gotten away and left this in a 5 versus 3. He's now given them albeit a small one. Slight chance as Guardian holds off the door. He knows they can't cross back, therefore it's on the catwalk. Nico preparing himself accordingly.
They can't go anywhere.
Bounce smoke. Yeah, the problem is it was immediately counter-incendiary. So even though they smoked off long, Nico was able to push back through, knowing he wouldn't have problems getting there, and he won't have problems taking down Gobby either. As Next does what he can with an AK. Damage was done significantly enough on Nico. If he had to hit both, it might have been interesting, but they're looking like they could be into a mid-split at this point in time with 34 seconds. Bomb already in the tunnel. This certainly goes this direction. Guardian, he may not hit the shot, but he's got the aggro. They're not going to check Rain. Let the first one go. No, he shoots immediately, steps out, and that actually gives him up. But Guardian turns around. Having lost the innards of the site, he's able to find out where Next went immediately and tries to fire back as Tizian's only on 16. Smooya has to get across as well in the AWP. Guardian blinded. Will hold for now. Needs to be patient and allow his teammates to get closer.
10 seconds remaining. Smooya with the AWP. Low. At this point, can't even plant. He did have his foot exposed towards the back, and that's going to be around. Kill him after the time, boys. There we go. Done it. Perfect. So he gets no money for the... Remember, they absolutely destroyed G2 on this one.
Look at the response. Get one in middle, get Guardian down, get to the door and go through. They're not going to slow down at all. Next leads the way. Smokes towards CT. That's not unsurprising. Tabson, that is a masterful kill and extremely well timed because they were all blind. And if Kerrigan got through, he might have had a shooting gallery. Instead, it's going to go the other way. They head toward the B site. It's open for business.
Absolutely is. Final round, no saving here. Bomb only going down now. It's Nico and Rain on the retake. Is this one possible? B bomb site, notoriously one of the most difficult to retake, and it looks like Nico will be going down in spawn. They're going for the knife attempt here. Be careful, Tabson, and he'll get it. Oh, they're liking that one. That'll at least get the...
Certainly suggests that they know Smooya's behind the car. Good rundown. Croman. The first Rain, the second Gobby stuck on the side. He can't wiggle the other way because he knows they're out toward long as well. That box is his only friend. It seems to be enough, but Rain does eventually get around behind him, and that opens up the angle, the one that he was scared of, as Next tries to fire back as well. He's all the way down in CT spawn with 25 seconds. Bomb to go down, but he's gotten Rain. Nico's behind him. That'll buy Kerrigan the space. Hang on. Thankfully, Kerrigan gets there. Fade off the fact that the flashbang was being bounced with a shot to the door and then pushes through. Kerrigan one side, he the other. Tizian to push through and be taken down immediately by Rain, but Next does well to find Kerrigan, which makes Rain a little bit more timid. Doesn't want to cross out beyond that smoke and get caught for it. Meanwhile, back in the B side, it's Smooya who pops up at exactly the right time, heads to show. Guardian's down in the corner, that's the bomb as well, 30 seconds, but Smooya's still in this. Holding off in the backlines, that flash enough to distract and allow Tabson to start to take hold in the window. They've got to get some ground if they want to get this bomb plant down. It's 20 seconds. Finally, they'll solve the riddle of the man in the back.
That was getting all sorts of awkward, but not out of the woods just yet. Gobby's certainly going to get that kill. Looking to double down here. Can Gobby pull it off? He's got no ammo. 9 seconds remaining, but he has got a CZ. It's back and forth.
He's got it. Surely he does. Yes, there's time to plant. Yes, he'll commit to it, but Gobby, oh, I'm surprised he doesn't push that. He knows he's got him low enough that he can take him with the pistol. He's a sitting target. He has to commit to the bomb plant. He's still going into the one-on-one, and he'll still pull it off, Gobby. Certainly one way to play with a kitty. Shot back through Tizian above. They're going to know it because he threw the Molotov. He does enough damage to one, and he actually is able to take Croman, but not enough to contribute to the other on the SMG. I'm not sure how Gobby gets away with that, having taken a dink and then firing an SMG. Nonetheless, bomb planted for FaZe. They might be a men down. They might be bleeding out, but they've got Guardian in the window holding up and ready. Oh, towards CT. Looks away at the wrong time. Next gets the shot, and that might be the round because now Rain sits in the open.
Little execution towards the A side. Smoke down CD spawn. Rain looks like he wants to drop down, and he has spotted one. Run and gun shoves the AK down his throat, and it's the first 2 kills in favor of FaZe. But is it over just yet? It might not be.
Hang on. Tabson's got the corner, but he's lost long, which means Guardian gets in position. That's a classic Kerrigan call.
Indeed.
Get toward A, go for the drop down, shut out the rotation, and then focus players who no longer...
Promising now for Big. They've got the man advantage. They have a player still at long, and it's up to God B, though. Rain will go down, absolutely.
Great read from Next. That's a direct response to the last round. They knew that they got beat on that drop last time. He plays slightly further back, up higher, and avoids utility to find this shot. Remember last time he was caught by a flash and inside of the smoke. There is a gap behind that box. That time the smoke gets all the way through. So keep in mind that Tabson still has the op. He's crept back. He knows there's no more pressure at long, so he's gotten to the car, and he's gotten Kerrigan as Gobby steps up.
He's got plenty of cash to work with, and Kerrigan trying to abuse a long spawn here, but will he account for the player that's already crossed? It might not even matter. Tabson takes him out of the equation, but Rain has snuck up on the side. But what a shot! Next is playing out of his mind right now.
That's so huge. They may have lost long, but they took all of the site completely, and Next just annihilates both of them. He finds Nico as well. That's bought so much time that Croman, despite being on the site, won't have much in safety of trying to plant. Nades come through. Fractional damage. He's playing it on the safe side, short side of the box.
Unfortunately, that nade gives away his position. He might have been better off just coming in for the flank. They had no idea he was there. Smooya throws the incendiary and Guardian flashed up. Can he stay alive here? Misses another shot. It looks so uncomfortable for FaZe, but Guardian does find one kill. And there it is. Okay. They stabilize. Initial incendiaries and smokes from the CT forces. Nico anticipating a short push. He would be correct. Copies there. Tizian doing what he can with the M4. Not quite enough though, as he has to go for a reload. There it is, the push from short. Nico is expecting it, but he can't find the shots whatsoever. 2 kills for the in-game leader, as Carrigan only has a CZ here. Desperately trying to make it work. He does get 1 kill, but Godby basically bayonets him in the back there.
That's bomb. And it's way out in the B tunnels. With 13 seconds, this round's already over. Nothing that can be done, even if they found that kill. Guardian just wants to hold on to his AWP.
It's up to Smooya. He's been so good in the second half as well. Goes through with the AWP, and it will cost him his life. He wanted to deny the plant, and now that is going to be round number 15 on the board as FaZe have bullied Big off the B-bomb site.
Yeah, and that's just the game of inches. That's all they had to do at this point in time. Take advantage of the lead. Tickets. Boost up. Double up in CT. Smoke down means they can actually spot Nico as he gets toward the top of the ramp, and Tabson's well aware of that. Tizian in the sight, and it's low HP to fire at. It should be straightforward to find Carrigan and to find round 30.
That little trap there as Tabson has to start hitting more shots, and luckily he does. 4 and 4 again.
Keep in mind that Next is at car as well, so Tabson can lure them that direction. They've already started the rotation back through CT. That's Tizian toward A. Nico again is on the lurk. But focus on long, because this is all that matters at this point. If they can get that bomb across, they've got a chance. Smoke down, doesn't matter. Tizian finds one, and Rain runs to Tabson. And you can take notes, but you better keep tabs, because him on an AWP, he shuts down A once again. Guardian and Nico, all that remain for FaZe to try and close it out before we have extra rounds.
My God, how has it got to this point? 3 on 2. Tabson with the AWP, not missing a beat right now. Nico about to walk into his crosshair. Here we go. Down he goes. And it looks like we're going to overtime. Yes, we are. Peeking towards CT, and indeed the window. Tizian, low. Range presumably going to take him down here. The flashbangs are pretty brutal. Rain makes his commitment, but there is a player at the back still. That's going to be Smooya. Nothing he can do about that. And CT's might as well give it a little go here, considering it is 16k as Godby pushes towards long. Nico doesn't want to miss this shot again. Oh, it wasn't the cleanest, but he got it. 5 on 2. That should be the round now.
Not behind it anymore, but the Molotov. Oh, Next 16. He's desperate at this point. That's pretty good. Take matters into your own hands.
Yeah, that's a victory in itself, even if he goes down there. How he's surviving, I have no idea. Another opening pick here for Big. Into the final round of the first half of overtime. Tizian is going to be towards those doors, and he needs to be very careful. He seems to have Carrigan's number, but not his body.
Hang on, though.
Take him down.
Yes, Godby. He knew he was there. He had that information. He had the angle. He plays it back. Guardian, however, takes Tabson. That opens up the site. It's the one-man advantage, only just, as Rain sits on 4. And it's Godby that has to be the hero. Ooh, he wants down. I think he was spotted, certainly was. Rain's low, 8 seconds. He just wanted to get close so he could try and deny the bomb. Gets through with a flash, jumps around, but Nico's ready for that, and Smooya suddenly left. And 1 versus 3! And by the King's decree, His Majesty, again jumping up, but...
Going for it, they've got a Molotov over. Guardian can shut this one down, Matt. They've got no real chance apart from flashing him. And all just doing that, maybe just do that. That's fine as well.
That's something they didn't have in the first half. Tabson was ice cold the entire first half, and they did not win those duels. It was the exact same play. Croman pushes out, he doesn't get much. Guardian favors off to Catwalk once they lose long. We saw that many times, and it's a great success, but the change is Tabson as he finds yet again onto Rain and leaves us with just Croman. HP firmly favoring him, but bomb already planted. See if he can replicate Smooya. If anyone is quite in favor of the RNG gods quite so much, and it's Tizian from range, 17.
Or he actually doubles up so they can't have boosted players, I guess. That makes sense.
That would be one way to make it work. Guardian missed a shot. He makes up for it. Croman! The straw man's not so brittle as he walks back out to take down Tizian, and Smooya next makes a response, but they're still down a man, and this is it. This is map point for FaZe. They have to win this to force out double overtime. Double up setup, mind you, for the CTs, which can cost them, should the bomb go down. That in turn is a problem in itself because they do have to bypass the position of Nico, and in the last round we saw how ample he was to shutting everyone down. They'll keep their heads low, but not low enough. That was about a pixel to fire at, and Nico nails it. It's all to Gob B.
He's been good so far, Matt, but this might be too much of a tall order. We'll see what he can do. Needs to get that bomb down first. Guardian beneath him. Nico towards long. And he's going to get this first kill convincingly. Now he's got a chance. The bomb can actually go down here. Both CT players removed from the sites. Gob B, 60 HP, but now 0. And it wasn't a pretty...